Hi, welcome to Pandora's Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Gemini for the month of November 2015. Please remember to check your rising sign and your moon sign because that will allow you to understand a little bit better the energies that you will be dealing with. But let's start with this reading right here. You have Gemini in the challenge position, the World card. And this is a card that represents the end of a cycle, okay? Something that comes full circle. It's something that comes to an end, but in a very organic and natural way, okay? This is something that has come full term in a way, yes? It's not the type of shocking ending that the Tower might talk about. No, this is something that is very naturally ending, okay? It's a process, it's a period of your life that is coming to a full circle. And being in the challenge position, this is something you have been dealing with probably in the previous months as well. Certainly in the month of October, it's not something that manifests in November. And by this I mean that you have been working to tie loose ends, okay? And I have to say that other signs that I've been reading already, it seems to be like the general energy. Maybe because it's coming to the end of the year, it can be that. But regardless, you are trying to finish up a period of your life. And in the month of November, it is when you will be able to achieve that. You have a great card in the center of the reading, the Star. The Star is a card that represents hope, and it also represents achieving your goals, your dreams, really nice and important things, not just, things that you consider, that you hold dear, that type of making, almost feeling like making a dream come true. Well, that's what the Star represents. It's a card also that has a lot of balance, and it's a card that represents the sign of Aquarius, so it could be that it's related to someone of that air sign. Being in the center of the reading, what the tarot is saying is that you will be able to achieve something really important in the month of November, okay? Not only because of what the Star represents, but because you have in this line here all major arcana cards, okay? So having the end of a cycle and then achieving your dreams right next to it, it's very important. It's actually, the timing means that the timing is right. You have in the help that you're going to receive another great card, the Three of Coins. The Three of Coins is a card that represents working as a team. It also represents planning, mostly. So this could be related to work, but quite frankly, this is the only card with pentacles. So regardless of whether this applies to work, to making something, to achieving something really important in your work life, it doesn't even matter if it is work or personal life. This is so important, so you hold it so dear to you and it will be almost life-changing that, this is a general reading, so it's almost, I think it will happen in different areas for all of you. Okay, the point is that you will achieve something that you have been working towards for a very long time. Again, let's go back with this card. So there is a group of people that will allow you to plan things, and you will be able to work with these people. Okay, they're very skillful. So let that help, come in. And you're very good with interpersonal relationships, so working as a team won't be difficult to you. What I do, the advice here is for the card that comes up in the position of the things you cannot change, because you have the Eight of Swords, and this is a card that represents negative thought patterns, okay? So the Swords is all the element things, all the air things, the element of air, so it's all the mental things. It's your element, Gemini. But it represents, it's kind of like the self-imposed prison of being in a constant loop or of negative thinking. So it could be that you become very nitpicky about what is it that you managed to achieve, or you become very critical of the people who are working with you and who are actually willing to help you to achieve your dream. Okay, this card, this Eight of Swords, is very much related to the first end card, the outcome card, which was the Nine of Pentacles. This is the Nine of Cups, but in reverse. And this is a card that in the reverse, it means that you're not satisfied with what you have achieved. So, you know, for this card to come up after the Star, I would say it's because it has to do with this negative thinking. Okay, now I pulled an extra card, and you got the Sun. The Sun is basically the opposite from the Nine of Cups in reverse. The Sun is a card that represents joy and energy and being happy and feeling, you know, giddy and being almost like a child. This is a card that allows me to see that perhaps you will move between one end of the spectrum and the other one. First, you will believe that what you have achieved is not as good as you thought it would be, or you start to see the defects in everything, or perhaps at first you don't realize that you have achieved your dream. Okay, and maybe because you have been, you know, there's some stress related to this, but eventually you will be able to see, maybe come out of this negative thinking and see that you actually got what you always wanted. Okay, this is when the Sun card comes in, because it will allow you to be happy and it will revitalize you. Okay, so I hope, Gemini, that this is helpful. I want to thank everyone who watches and likes and comments my videos. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and I will see you next month. Bye.